going?
Yep.
I don't know a lot about this house historically. I don't know what its name is. All I really know about this one is that it's owned by Dr. and Mrs. Quinn, who are a nice neighbor couple. They have a lot of family in this area, and pretty quiet family. This is an earlier Cape than Edie's, I believe, and it's owned by Chuck and Joan Frost, and really nice family. One of the things about Paris Hill that's really nice is that we pretty much know almost who everyone is, and everybody knows each other, and pretty nice neighborhood. These I don't know a whole lot of the history on. This one's obviously later. It's more of a Victorian period house.
Oh, yeah.
And I knew an elderly lady who was married in that house in the 1920s. It's pretty grand inside. Belongs to a young mother with a couple of young boys.
We have a pool back there.
Yep, her name's Ann Convey.
Makes friends with them, they have a pool.
Yeah.
It's always better to have friends with a pool than to have one of your own.
Right.
That's a nice little barn garage.
Yep, that's beautiful. They just did some rebuilding inside of that.
Yeah.
This house was, until recently, also owned by a descendant of the Rossins in Old Brick. Her name was Fran Alexander, and she was descended from one of the sisters who grew up in Old Brick back in the early 19th century. This house is currently being moved out of, and we'll probably have a new family in it soon. This is one of my favorites on the hill just because it's so darn cute. I don't know much about it historically, but it's now owned by a lady who's lived on the hill for a very long time. She sold a larger house and now in her retirement has bought this one that's more manageable, and it's close enough to the golf course, which she dearly loves. Her name is Mary Smith. Coming up on Lion's Den, which we looked at this morning. This house belongs to Harry Lyons. That's why it's called Lion's Den. Harry Lyons was the navigator on the Southern Cross, which was the first airplane to make a trans-Pacific flight. We have been told by the old-timers who can sort of kind of remember Harry Lyons that he had a bit of a fondness for shooting things out those upper-story windows. I don't know if it's true. Maybe they're just pulling the leg of the people who are new on the hill, but that's what we've been told.
No, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, really. This is Maine. I don't know much about this one on the corner here. I do know that at one time there was a general store on this corner, but I don't know whether it was in that building or not. You want to go
It looks
around?
like an older building.
You want to go around the loop, Dan? You want to go that way, or maybe this way would be...
This way
Yeah,
first, I think.
yeah. I don't know if you want to get that one while we're here.
Do that one.
This house was built in 1853 by Benjamin Bates, who was married into the Andrews family, who actually lived in my house. They lived in my house and then built this one. It later became the parsonage for the Baptist church across the street, which we'll see. And that is a lovely home owned by Julianne and Tim Scalder, who are about our age, and they have 4 children, 2 in college and 2 still in high school. And that would be another really wonderful family that I would introduce you to.